Shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shai, Bahasham Kudash. Double honors to the elders and apostles of the great millstone who rule well. Peace and salutations to the hopeful elect of the nation of Israel. And right quick, another lesson here. I'm going to start, to get into this lesson, I'm going to start at Psalm chapter 2. And verse 1, it says, "Why do the heathen rage, and the people imagine a vain thing? The kings of the earth set themselves, and the rulers of the earth, and the rulers take counsel together against the Lord and against his anointed, saying, Let us break their bands asunder, and cast away their cords from us." Okay. It says, "He that sitteth in the heavens shall laugh. The Lord shall have them in derision. Then shall speak unto them in his wrath, and vex them in his sore displeasure." And so I wanted to speak on this because this Esau's idea of an NWO, a new world order, is a vain thing. His imagination, his ambitions of an NWO involve him setting himself up as a god on the earth. Okay? This is a vain thing. This is an impossible mission. Okay? He wants to be a god on the earth. He wants to get rid of the Lord's anointed, which is the Israelites, mainly the elect. Again, it's all a mission impossible. That's why it says the Lord will have them in derision, and they are in derision now. Let me get this in the book of Jeremiah, because the Lord has tasked Esau with this impossible mission. You said Jeremiah 31. Jeremiah chapter 31 and 35. It says, "Thus saith the Lord, which giveth the sun for a light by day, and the ordinance of the moon and of the stars for a light by night, which divideth the sea when the waves thereof roar. The Lord of hosts is his name." Yahweh of hosts is his name. It says, "If those ordinances depart from before me, then the Lord before me, the Lord, then the seed of Israel also shall cease from being a nation before me forever." Okay. Nobody can take away the Lord's creation. Okay, so once again, Esau trying to do this would mean the Lord taking us away, from being a nation forever. You know what I'm saying? So this is why you see Esau going into outer space. They're trying to explore the oceans, explore the land, and they ain't nowhere close. They ain't nowhere close to what they have to do, which I'm going to get in Isaiah 14 in a minute. They ain't nowhere close to what they have to do to be successful. You know what I'm saying? Nowhere close to it. And they know that they're running out of time. That's why you got the book of Revelation, chapter 12 and 12. And I'm going to go ahead and get it. We bring it out often, but we have to bring it out. Highlighted in the pink, it says, "Therefore rejoice, ye heavens." Revelation 12 and 12. "Therefore rejoice, ye heavens, and ye that dwell in them, both to the inhabitants of the earth and of the sea, for the devil is come down unto you having great wrath, because he knoweth that he hath but a short time." Esau knows that his time is up. You see what I'm saying? And, the average, and you can look this up, the average empire lasts for 250 years. So July 4th of 2026 marks 250 years of America's reign as an empire on earth, as the hammer of the earth, as the top nation on the earth, you know, is coming to an end, and Esau knows that. That's why he's getting all sloppy with everything that he has to do. He's trying to hurry up and get it done. Again, it's a vain thing. So he knows he's been. Let me get this in the book of Isaiah. My bad. Isaiah chapter 14, and it says, I'm going to start at 13. It says, "For thou hast said in thine heart, I will ascend into heaven. I will exalt my throne above the stars of God. I will sit upon the mount of the congregation in the sides of the north. I will ascend above the heights of the clouds. I will be like the Most High." Okay, so that's what this man is trying to do. He's trying to be like the Most High. Setting up this new world order will make him a god on the earth. So once again, why do the heathen rage, and why do the people imagine a vain thing? You know, this is impossible, man. Here you are at the end of your rulership, and you ain't measured but maybe 1% of the whole ocean. You know what I'm saying? It's impossible for you to do this, man. It's impossible for this man to do this. You know, and even knowing this should build our faith, because we know that the Lord has sped up the times. You know, we know that the Lord is coming soon to take this man out of the way. We know that the scriptures say when he is about to fill his belly, I will rain some destruction on him. Job chapter 20, I believe. We also know that the Lord said when the enemy comes in like a flood, he will lift up a standard against them. All these things are getting ready to happen, and we know it. The Bible has proven itself to be faithful and true. This word is faithful and true. So we know that these things are coming down the pipe. So therefore, we know that we should be able to endure to the end. We know that eventually, regardless of what this man does, Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua is going to intervene. What is this? Salakia. We know Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua is going to intervene. So let that be a faith booster unto you. This man will not succeed in this. I'm get a couple of these because I mentioned them. Yeah, just Job chapter 20 and 23. It says, when he is about to fill his belly, God shall cast the fury of his wrath upon him, and shall rain it upon him while he is eating. So just when this man think he about ready to sit down and enjoy his new world order, all this, he think he got everything in place and he's ready, the Lord is gonna intervene. You know what I'm saying? Them nuclear missiles gonna hit this motherfucker straight up. You know what I'm saying? And we that close to nuclear war. You see everything, you know what I'm saying, that's going on with the whole Venezuela situation. You know, Russia and China is, starting to speak out now more. You know, it's war talk, a lot more war talk going on. The EU, you know what I'm saying, they mad at America, fulfilling that prophecy saying that the beast shall hate the whore. These 10 horns talking about NATO and the EU will hate the whore. We're starting to see that happen. You see what I'm saying? It's over with for this place. But this man is going to continue trying. Give me a second. He's going to continue trying because he knows that You know, after this here, he knows what's coming for him. He has 1,000 years of slavery and then total destruction. That's it. You know, that's all that's left for Esau. So he got to make this last as long as he can. You know, Obadiah 1 and 3, the pride of thine heart hath deceived thee, thou that dwellest in the clefts of the rock, whose habitation is high, and saith in his heart, who shall bring me down to the ground? Though thou exalt thyself as the eagle, and though thou set thy nest among the stars, thence will I bring thee down, saith the Lord Yahweh. You know what I'm saying? And that's it, man. The Lord is going to bring this man down. Okay? America is falling. That eagle is falling. Okay? This is an impossible mission that this man is trying to pull off. But he's going to continue trying because of his pride. And his pride is deceiving him. The Lord got him in a trick bag ultimately. If we go down here in verse 8, it says, shall I not in that day, said the Lord, even destroy the wise men out of Edom, and the understand out of the mount of Esau? And that this man has no understanding of what he's doing. You know, he really thinks that he's able, that he has what he needs to pull this off, and he does not. He does not. You know what I'm saying? But with his pride, he's going to continue trying. So I'm going to get one more. And I'm going to close it out. Isaiah 59 and 19, it says, so shall they fear from the name of Yahweh from the west, and his glory from the rising of the sun. That's the whole east. Okay, so the whole world is going to fear the name of Yahweh B'Shem Yahweh Shah. When the enemy shall come in like a flood, the Spirit of the Lord shall lift up a standard against him, because the Lord is going to raise his men up with spiritual powers. The Lord is going to intervene, okay, on a high level. So we got a lot to look forward to, man. We got a lot to look forward to, brothers and sisters. You know, pray for those spiritual powers. Pray for the Lord to intervene, okay? Pray for that and look forward to that. Hasten these times, man. Because the Lord is in no way, form, or fashion gonna allow this man to get away, you know, with what he's done and what he's trying to do. This man ain't gonna get away with it. He has to pay a price. Okay? This is an impossible mission. Okay? And the Lord is getting ready to lift up a standard against him, brothers and sisters. And we have to believe that. We have to believe in that and hold on to that. Like the scriptures say, hold that fast which thou hast, that no man take thy crown. This truth, this faith, your faith in Yahweh B'Shem Yahweh Shah, hold on to that. Without it, you have nothing. Without that, you have nothing. This man is going down, so we have nothing to worry about. The hopeful elect, Lord willing, we of that number, the elect, we won't have nothing to worry about, but we have to believe that. We have to believe that. Faith, okay? So, yeah, but I'm going to read that in Psalm chapter 2 and again. And that's going to be it. It says, why do the heathen rage? And the people imagine a vain thing. You know what I'm saying? This is vain. Okay? This is a vain thing. I don't know why my phone doing that. But yeah, man, this man ain't going to succeed in his plans. You know, the Lord has already promised, you know what I'm saying, the earth to Israel. You know what I'm saying? And we're going to receive that blessing. Okay? Therefore, this man has to be taken out of the way. And the Lord is going to do that. Because the Lord is bound by his word. Okay? And just as everything else has come to pass and other things we see about to come to pass, you know what I'm saying, you got to know that the kingdom of heaven ruled in righteousness, starting with Yahweh Shai and 144,000, you know what I'm saying, is going to be established right here on earth. Okay? And we are partakers of that. We have to believe in that. You got to know it. You got to know it. It's going to come to pass. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, I'm ending right there, giving all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Akakodash. Shalom.